I want to see what Luciano Huck is going to do with all the clients of the bank that was liquidated today by the central bank, which was part of Banco Master. That had Daniel Vorkare. And this whole story that we're seeing, not only him but several others, did advertisements for the bank. And he's the main spokesperson, and that's how things are. Several people lost millions of reais. They put their savings in a bank because of Luciano Huck's image and all that. Every company, most of the companies that this guy advertises for, ends up going bankrupt. A huge scandal. I'll reveal all here. Lucio, I've discussed this in several videos. God is showing all of us who is who in this country. The only ones not seeing it are those who don't want to. The only ones not seeing it are those who don't want to. Go ahead and hit the like button. Come be part of our family. I'll tell these and other stories, everything that's happening right now here on the channel. Parents and children, my friends, before we start, I want you to take a look at this image here. You see, this is me in Adriles. Look at how big my face was, just look at the size. This other video here, which I made for TikTok, I recorded about 5 or 6 months ago. Look at my double chin, how big my face was, how swollen I looked. I was 20 kilos heavier. Now, I want you to take a look at this other image here. You can see it, guys. Slim Fever, this product here that I advertise on the channel, here on our channel, is official. Okay, it's official. It's the place with the biggest discount. Because I have a partnership directly with the owner of Slim Fever. Why? Was it because of this little product? Here I managed to lose 20 kilos. 20 kilos. I was 105 kilos. Today I'm 85. Thanks to Slim Fever. So, if you're thinking about going on a diet, we know. It's the end of the year, right? At the beginning of the year and all, to stay in shape, I use Slim Fever. It's a little powder, you put it in water, stir it, and it gives you that feeling of fullness, you know? And you'll be able to lose inches. If I can do it, why can't you do it too? So, it's a great product for that, right? Obesity, for us to lose weight and look good, it's an excellent opportunity. All the results here, a few months ago, 20 kilos, I am living proof that I managed to lose weight. I dealt directly with the Slim Fever supplier. You won't be able to buy it at our price anywhere else. This is the best deal on the entire internet. So the link is right here, just below. Don't miss this opportunity. Let's lose weight, get slim, look good. I'm sure. Look, your quality of life will change. The link is right here, just below. Will Bank, what caused the liquidation, and the impact on the credit guarantee fund and the losses for the customer. You know, this credit guarantee fund is a fund, right, my friends? For example, you have your account there at Caixa. Let's suppose Caixa goes bankrupt. They reimburse up to 250,000 reais from Banco Massa. So far, no one has been reimbursed, and if you have more than that, you lose the excess. That's it. Now it's just the courts, and you know whose side they're on. In a country where justice means no justice, right? Can you imagine? The central bank has decreed the extrajudicial liquidation of Will Financeira, an institution controlled by Banco Massa. Oh my goodness. The topic was discussed on the show Mercado, hosted by Verusca Donato, with commentary, right? From the journalist here at Veda magazine. The decision came after MasterCard, which is American, right? To suspend the use of the brand by the bank, a move that exposed financial difficulties in meeting commitments with the card operator. In other words, the bank had MasterCard as a partner. MasterCard provided the money for the person to have a credit card, and the bank had to settle with MasterCard. But the bank didn't pay MasterCard. The central bank decided to liquidate the institution, which had remained outside the liquidation process of Master, along with several other banks there. Bruno Grandadio said the immediate trigger was MasterCard ending its partnership with the financial company. That's the key detail, right? 12 million customers, 12 million customers, 12, man, that's a lot of people, that's a lot of people. According to information, the institution has 12 million customers involving credit cards, loans, and investments, having moved 7.5 billion reais in the last year. That's how it is. You open a business here, another one comes in there, something else sticks, and more people get caught up in the middle of this storm. Man, my goodness, there's no end to it? No, there's no end in here, huh? Television Globo lost a sponsor today after the central bank liquidated Will Bank. Maybe that's why, to this day, none of the network's news programs have mentioned a 129 million reais contract with Banco Master. With that, you can see it here, right? The sponsorship with Globo's Domingo was worth millions, from Luciano Huck, the digital arm of Banco Master. They invested up to 760 million reais in exposure on broadcast television, expanded the user base, and maintained an aggressive marketing strategy. In other words, folks, it's not just the government, it's not just Lula who keeps it going. Globo has several partners, several allies there, like Daniel Forcari, who was Lula's right-hand man. He met with Inácio several times, who, indirectly, also ends up supporting a network like Globo. Now, what do we have to look at from now on, right? Reporting on who, what, the bank was sponsoring? Most of the left-wing activist artists, from Vinny Jr. to Luciano Huck. For years, Will Bank relied on celebrities to establish itself as a trustworthy player in the digital banking market. In other words, they're not doing well. For example, they use these people's image. Vinicius Jr., Luciano Huck, Whindersson Nunes, Pabllo Vittar. This singer here as well, people end up trusting, they say, well, if Luciano Huck is sponsoring it, Luciano Huck, many believe, is a good person, a famous person. And here is the advertisement.
Have you heard about the news yet? No, what news? Will Olympics is a game from Domingo together with Will Bank. The game starts in the Will app and continues on the Domingo stage, Will Olympics. Whoever registers the PIX key, pays bills, sends and receives pics, recharges their cell phone, earns points.
Just imagine he made millions with this sponsorship. Millions. I sure wouldn't want to be that bank's customer right now. Especially those who had money invested there, or who had money there, who managed their accounts there. Just imagine the loss. There's a lady here. Look, I was checking the comments here. Look, I found me Rodriguez. Look, her profile here. Look. I'm devastated. I kept all my money there. I took it out of Santander because I couldn't adapt to that bank. My son's school supplies, money, rent, my savings from 5 years working at a company that gave me everything, everything. She writes here, I'm devastated. I'm in despair. Imagine calling out Luciano Huck now. Every company like this, most of the companies that sponsor this guy here, every company ends up getting in trouble. Look, he did the bank commercial and all that here, right? When he did the commercial for Peixe Urbano, remember Peixe Urbano, which doesn't exist anymore? Click on GRUPON Ricardo Eletro, man. This guy is one of the most demagogic activists on television. He did the L, Angelica did the L and all, and now, look, with people calling them out. Hey, good morning, Luciano Huck, how are you? Good morning, Globo, good morning, Domingo with Huck. The sponsors of that bank, man, it's something else. Mira Leitão herself serves poorer clients, and its liquidation leads to a 50 billion reais loss. 50 billion reais. For God's sake, everything this guy touches, look at that, man. Just imagine. Now the clients look, a no annual fee card with a free digital account. Get your card here now. It will be the next one to be liquidated. The central bank has decreed, right? Liquidation, people are talking and all. Look at Nunes. Why do these companies do that? They hire these personalities to bring credibility, so they manage to bring a lot of clients to these places, right? They have a lot of followers, right? Poor is the person who believes that these people here have any credibility and believes in these personalities. here and now. It's a tricky situation. Well, you have to go to Luciano Huck's door. Look at that. Domino effect. Where is this going to end? The bank is bankrupt, right? Bankruptcy declared, then the central bank itself. I doubt that Luciano Huck is going to give anything to the people, lend a helping hand, right? Is Luciano Huck going to do anything, say anything, react in any way? That's what people are commenting here. I felt sorry for this woman here. Look, she left all her money there and lost everything, right? See, those are someone's favorites. That person deserved to lose, right? The case of Vorkar from Bankomato seems like a deal with several artists. They put their faces out there, and people already know, right? I don't trust celebrity endorsements since they profit from promoting things they may not use. That's a fact. These celebrities should all donate their fortunes to cover the losses. That's why everyone does the L together. It's always the same group, and it's true, isn't it? Good. One of Globo's main sponsors ended up being declared bankrupt. Today, the central bank ended up liquidating another bank belonging to Daniel Vorkar. That's beyond their authority, isn't it? Because every day more problems keep popping up. They close one business, 10 more show up here, they close 10 there, 20 show up over there, they close 20, and then 100 show up somewhere else. Man, now these famous figures, once again in the eye of this storm, that's just crazy, isn't it? That's what happens when you trust Luciano, Huck, Angelica. And what do you expect from the guy? When Lula was in prison there, he took a private jet to get him out of Curitiba and take him to Sao Paulo. Remember, my friends, that huge scandal, and it's not the first one for Luciano Huck. Isn't it crazy that these people, like that lady there, will have to hire a lawyer, will have to go to court? It will take a while for Didelpa to get Luciano Huck's money. You can relax, it's already in his account. This one won't have any problems. But who would believe it, man? Vinicius Jr., all these guys, it's unbelievable. So many scams going on. This master bank. Look, it's something out of this world. Do people share this video a lot? Sacra Angelica is going to have a W made now for Will Bank, which supported her and her family for a long time. I doubt it, I bet. Will she make any statement on the show? I doubt it, I bet. You better not hold your breath. We'll get tired, so say something, Lou Huck. People want your thoughts on this. The sponsoring bank left many in this situation. Share this video, like it, and join our family. Leave your comment here. What's your opinion about all this? Write it down here, just below. Big hug to everyone. May God always be with you. See you in the next video. Thanks, I'm out.